All right, guys, welcome to the session. All-round analyst with FX Panzy. Um, as always, we keep it short and simple. Go over our trades we've been watching for the week, and then see how they're playing out, and see how to find setups. Okay, let's start with the EU. Now, for the EU, I was anticipating a break above this level. Okay, I had seen myself market should come up, pull back into this under block here, and then push away, and that happened really nicely. I said I wasn't gonna get in. I wasn't gonna get in until I see double break of structure. Now, this was the initial order block, okay, from Tuesday. So the other block from Monday actually, and the market came nicely into it. Very beautiful reversal. Okay, and then we saw this push away that came to break structure at this level. Okay, now two options. I could have actually entered from when the market dipped into it at this point, the stop loss below this level. That would have looked something like this. It would have been something like this to this level, and then take profit all the way high up. Okay, but I consider that too big a stop loss size. So I said, okay, let me wait for this break of structure, then a pullback, and then on this pullback, I look to enter. But that pullback came at about, you see, it came at about 7:30 p.m. And I wasn't available to take that trade. So it went away. And then I said, okay, no problems. I'll watch for another break of structure at this level. And the break of structure did come. My plan was market moves on to break that level, come back. I look to enter at this other block here. If you come to the 1 hour, you see the other block clearly. Okay, so here it was. It was the last down move before the up move, or rather, the last down candle before the up move. And that was it there. Okay, the market has not come. Okay, the market came back to it really swiftly. Went up with this move and came back to it almost immediately. The next eye came back to it and then went all the way into the air. Okay, so as I said yesterday, we had missed this move. So this happened on Tuesday. This happened on Tuesday. So yesterday we had missed this move. So we said, okay, wait for another break of structure, pull back, and look to enter at this point. Okay. When the market did this, I witnessed this move. I wanted a break above this level to confirm bullishness. It didn't happen. I waited for it. Finally, it happened at this point. Okay. So it happened at this point. Then that's our sign to enter the market. This will go was anticipatory. And so when we saw this happening, okay, while waiting for the market to come up here, I began to see some signs of Wyckoff here. I consider this to be a spring and then a push away. So I was waiting to see a break above this level, minor break of the AR, a pullback, and then go up. Target being this other block here. Okay, and the market did not give me that while I was watching. It played out very nicely. It played out, no doubt. Let's see. Oh no, it did not. It did not give me that. Oh, you can't hear me. That's strange.
The volume is the volume is quite okay. Voice is okay.
So ID, please check your settings from your end. From your end. Okay. So I saw this break above this level. So this was a break of structure for me, break of structure to the upside. And then make after the break of structure, we wait for the pullback to the other block from where that break came. Now, if we look at this, you'll see that yes, this is the entire down move before the up move. So we have this entire down move that brought this up move. But the question is, where did that down move? What the one that actually caused the break of structure, where did it come from? So the first thing is to find the break of structure. This candle here is a break of structure. It gave us the break above this level. Now, where did that move come from? Obviously, it came from this candle here. So this candle was my watch. My watch was my preferred order block rather than coming all the way down here, because you can see this one was already mitigated. This one was already mitigated by this candle. So this candle here was what I was waiting for the market to mitigate and then push up away from. Okay, and what happened? The market went nicely into it. That was on 8 a.m. yesterday. Market came nicely into it. So I went to the 15 minutes. Let's see what it looks like. Market came nicely into it. I wasn't exactly comfortable placing a buy at that level. Okay. Yes, this is it from where it came. Exactly placing a buy at that level. Actually came into this point. So I said, okay, let me see perhaps another up move and then down move. But if I had taken this trade, I would have been entering at this point. Okay. And Stop loss just above these lows. Stop loss above these lows, and take profit all the way to the top. And my target would have been at least this top here. Look to partial at this level, giving me a 1 to 3, and then market obviously went all the way. Targets would have been ultimately this point here, 1 to 6, but the market delivered a beautiful 1 to 5.7. Okay, but this is good setup. What I was waiting for yesterday, but I did not take the trade. Why? I needed to see a second wave. Even though I had the first wave, the second one, I needed to see a further, because this was the first wave that broke this structure here. I needed to see another break of this structure, a pullback, and a push over. Obviously, got really busy yesterday, couldn't watch the market, and missed out on this opportunity. Okay, so this one I didn't take it, but it would have been a good 1 to 5. Okay, so that was spent. Now, next thing would have been watching out for. Just look down. And the market broke up above to take out this level here. So breakout structure at this point. Where did it come from? It came from here, right? Or rather from here. But it did not, the syndicate did not close above. I do not exactly like to look at it as a break, to consider this other block as being the source. So this is a better one for me. The candles close above that mark. We now ask ourselves, where is the other block from which the market made that push? This one here. So this is a long order block. I like to take 50% of it. So I'd split it into 2. Now, this is me going into retrospect, just assuming if I met this market. Okay, so this would have been my trade, split into 2, entry at this point, stop loss just below the lows here. I should be this low, but I'll comfortably place it above the lowest point here, okay? And then target would have been the top right here to deliver a 1 to 4. Market did not get to the very top, but at least delivered a 1 to 3, which is not bad. A 1 to 3. Okay, so that would have been another great opportunity for that one. Now, at that point, we would have been looking to the break of structure, expecting market to come back and then reverse at this point, respecting this other block here, rather this demand zones here. But what happens? Market crashes down, and when it crashes, what does it do? It comes all the way to take out this level. So what do we see? We see that this market has begun to reverse. Sorry. You see the up move, down move, up move, down move, up move, down move, up move. At all of these points, the protected lows were kept secure until finally it broke through. Boom, breaking this level and breaking the next. So this is a sign that the market is reversing, ready to go bearish. Okay, so when it wants to go bearish, this is the down move. Okay, where did this down move come from? Obviously from up here. So we expect market to come and mitigate this price. Okay, but it doesn't happen. It does this, it pulls back and then gives us another wave. So this becomes a fresh wave. From where did this move come? This other block here. Or you can take this entire block. Okay, it doesn't come to the candle. Does it come to the block? Let's see if it gets to 50% of the block. Perhaps 50% of the block. It doesn't get 50%. That's why some people would say, well, sometimes you might want to take your trade off the open or the low of that block. Now, this is the break. If you had said, okay, I'll take my trade from here. Let's see, let's go to use the replay tool. Okay, so one candle. So this is our break. Now you could have said, okay, the moment it's broken, I want to start selling from this point. Just want the market to pull back into this entire block. This entire block, stop loss up here, and maybe targets lower prices. Let's say 1 to 2. 1 to 2 to be modest. Okay. And that would have seen the market give us an entry at this point and begin to melt down considerably. Okay. Well, in all of this, I didn't catch any of this move. I didn't catch it. So let's come back to current market price and see what the market looks like right now. Okay. Even though it's a Friday, I am not exactly excited trading on Fridays. Okay, but for whatever it's worth, you could just look at it. There might be someone who would like to trade. So this is current market position. We've seen market has continued to take out lows, melting downward. Okay, taking out protected lows, took out this one, and has come to take out this one. Okay, so 2 options. We expect the market to respect this level. So this will not be a BMS anymore. Okay, so why it's good to look at the market in depth. So what am I seeing here? I'm seeing the market from another block here that brought this down move. Okay, going back to test that other block. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing the market testing this candle here. Okay, it's like that even broken through. Okay, so this is it. Now, in the event that this candle closes above this level, I'll consider this other block as having been spent, and I'll begin to watch out for up moves. Okay, but if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't close above and it's just a week above, I'll consider this to be absorption. Market just pulling back to maybe clear out some liquidity and then have a likelihood of still dropping downward. So I'll wait for the close of this candle in about less than 15 minutes, and I would expect to see something like this. If it doesn't close, above here, I'll expect the candle to come down, take out this low. It takes out this low. I'll watch out for an entry at this point and look to follow it down considerably. My target will be primarily this level here. That's first line of liquidity. And if we are to do that, let's see what happens. It's going to look something like this. Stop loss just above this. I can place above all of these highs here. So I place my stop loss here, and my take profit will go all the way down to these lows here. Okay, that's believe about a 1 to 3.5, which is not in any way a bad idea. So for now, I wait for this candle to close to decide whether this market would look to go bullish or look to go bearish. Okay, so that's for the EU. That's for the EU. Let's see what the GE looks like. Pound US dollar. Okay, to understand the market, let's see where we are coming from, and let's see how far we have gone. Okay, as of yesterday, we were watching this market, and my target was to see lower prices, to see the market come all the way to this zone here. And I had said that I want to see the market come into this zone first before going bearish, because it was really, really close to this zone, at least to come mitigate the orders that lie in this supply zone here before going bearish. Now, what happened? The market did not stop, and I was waiting for a reversal when the market entered here, but it did not reverse. Instead, it crashed through. The moment it crashes through, I abandoned my sell setup. Now, I never marry a trade setup. I never marry a trade. The moment I see that this trade is not okay, when I said the market is no longer going in my direction, I abandon it as quickly as a sailor will abandon a leaking boat or leaking ship. Okay, at this point in time, this market is standing in the middle of nowhere. Okay, now target at this point is obviously bullish because we've seen the market continue to print from this point. This was the break that came to take out all of these highs. Okay, so we see the market printing higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, all the way up. Now it has printed a higher high. I expect it to print a higher low and then possibly go for higher highs above this high. My target here on the upside will be this zone here. Let's make that clean. Would be this zone here. I'll be targeting these zones for several reasons. Several reasons. Number one is that there is an unmitigated order block here. Number two is that there is a large imbalance in all of this place. Okay, so those are reasons why I'm looking to go. But I expected that for some reason the market will come to this point before going up. But the market always does what it wants. It can go up here first. It can go up here first and then before coming down. Okay, so if this be the case, there's no problem, no cause for alarm. I'm expecting the market to deliver higher highs at this point because market is obviously in an up push. Okay, so I will look at a bullish setup. So we see this market broke with this up move, so breaking this level here, that would consider a break of structure. This level now becomes a break of structure. The question now is, from what point did that move come? Obviously, it came from this other block here. So I want to mark out that other block. I want to mark it out. See how the market has come into it very nicely and has begun to U-turn. Okay, so obviously this market is showing signs of bullishness. I want to delete this alert here. Let me edit it instead. See if I can pull it up. I think it's easier to just delete. Set a new one. Now, what am I expecting the market to do? Market has come in here, begun to U-turn. I want to see the market take out this level and this high. When it takes out this high, I want to see the market break through, pull back, and then push away. That'll be my trade entry at somewhere around here. Okay, any of these levels here with the stop loss below this level here. Okay, so I'll watch out for that, and I think I'll set an alert on that. But first of all, I'm going to put my break of structure level. I want to see the market break this structure to the upside. Break this structure, pull back. So this is what I'm looking for. Pushes up, breaks, comes back, and then we go up. Now for this up move, my primary target would be this level. So I will look to take partials, but ultimately my target will be all the way up to this zone here, for the market to at least get to this zone to fill up the imbalance. Okay, but I'll look to take partials at this point here, just in case the market chooses to begin to reverse at that level. So I'll be partial, put my partial at that level, and want to see our trade looking like this. Maybe somewhere here. Stop loss below this zone, and I'll go all the way up to the top, giving us about a 1 to 8. When the market gets to this level, I want to partial, I want to break even. Okay, so that's that on the pound US dollar. We wait for it to set our alerts, and we get ready to jump in as soon as the market sets in. Okay. The third pair we've been watching for this week has been the CAD-yen. CAD-yen, we had a beautiful trade on the CAD-yen yesterday. Okay, that's what it looks like. All right, so here we go with the CAD-yen. All right, so this was our setup from yesterday. We took a trade here and with our stop loss at this point. Now, I told myself that I wanted to go for, this was my target. My target was this zone right here, and it still remains this zone. I expect market to come all the way down to this zone here. I should just mark out that zone. Okay. For the market to melt all the way to that zone. I want to see a deep, real strong dip. So this was my trade plan. On this, I had a 1 to 11. I told myself I was going to begin to take partial when the market gets to this low. I was looking to partial at this level. Okay. Usually, for some reasons, I partial at a 1 to 1, sometimes a 1 to 2. But for whatsoever reason, on this trade, I said I will not take a partial until the market gets to this point. And that was to deliver to me on this trade about a 1 to 2.6. Let's see. It was a 1 to 2.6. Yeah, 1 to 2.63. So I did not take partial on this trade. And then I was looking for a second entry here. But I didn't get it. Let's go to the 15 minutes so it looks clearer. Okay, so market came down to about a 1 to 1. About a 1 to 1 on pullback. This was supposed to be a 1 to 2.14. Okay, I'll take partial here. No, I will take partial at this level, 1 to 2.6, because I needed to see the market at least come to this this low. Okay, what happened? The market pulled back, and when it pulled back, I considered a re-entry at this point. But at that point, the market was just at this high, and then the market stretched further to this level, and I considered this stop loss too wide for me to take. So I abandoned this trade. I didn't take it. Okay, and what happened? The market went all the way up, and stopped me out at this point here. Stopped me out here. So I took a loss on this trade, even though it delivered a 1 to 2. I took a loss because I refused to break even. I wanted to partial at this point, 1 to 2.6, and then break even. If I partial there, I would have gotten at least 1.3 R, and then I break even, and I know I have all the rest to contend with. In all of that, I was still expecting the market to come to this zone, okay, or rather this zone here. Now, we had two zones up here, two zones on the upside, two supply zones, this one and this one, okay, all the way from, these zones came all the way from, I think this is Tuesday, all the way from Tuesday, okay, put them all the way from Tuesday, and the market tapped into this one, the first zone, and then tapped into it for a second time, okay. Rather, this zone had been spent. This zone had been spent, okay, so I should have drawn another zone here, but I didn't. I just kept maintaining the old zone. Okay, so this is our next zone here. This was the next zone. Okay, up move before the down move. This was it. And the market tapped it. They didn't get to it at this point. I finally got into it at this point. So if we're looking to trade that one, we would have had a trade looking like this. Entry at this point, stop loss above the highs, okay? And then my target would be to this level here. That would have delivered to us a 1.4, a 1 to 4. We are taking it all the way down, perhaps a 1 to 5. Okay, but we didn't take that trade. I didn't take that trade. I didn't take it because I didn't consider it a good trade. I did take it because I did not catch it. So this was 6:45. I don't look at my charts that early, 6:45 to catch trades at that time. Okay, so that was that. So this other block was spent. Now this one in itself, this up week here can be considered as another block. So put a zone here. That's a zone, a supply zone. Then we watch how price would play away from there and come back into it. So we had a push. Now, the moment this one happened, the break of structure, where did it come from? It came obviously from here. So you can tell that that is a valid zone to watch out for. So what happened? The market came back into it. That's why it stopped me out at this point. I went into it somewhere around 1 a.m. I wasn't aware to have taken that trade. So 1 a.m., beautiful setup, a nice pullback. Could have taken it from this point. So two options. You could have taken your entry from here, okay? Or like me, I like to allow my friends jump off the cliff first before I take the trade. So I'd allow maybe the first swing and then watch to enter on the second swing. So this is the first swing. First swing, this one, that breaks structure, okay? I'd like to see a pullback and watch to enter on the second one. Okay, so I could have been entering if I was to take this trade out. I've been looking to enter somewhere around here. That'd be my level. Okay, let's see. And beautifully, the market comes right into it at this point. Let's see if it comes into it. I think it does. Doesn't look like it did. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't get into it. Doesn't get into it. So we have missed that trade. Stop loss above this high. We have missed that trade. That's if we were looking to trade a sell limit. But if you were trading a buy stop, the moment or you consider if you're trading a buy stop, the moment the market comes into this zone, okay, this entire zone, with this pullback into the zone, you'd want to see, and then this one breaks to clear all of these structure, all of the liquidity below here. So we have BMS here again. See BMS to the downside. There's a look at market structure. So when this break happens, you can watch out for prices to come back to that level. This would have been a level to watch out for. Okay. And what happens? Markets come nicely into it. Market breaks, pulls back, gives us this move, come back. So this would have been a beautiful move to catch at this point. Beautiful move to catch at this point. Stop loss maybe just above those highs. Target all the way down. Okay. Target would have been still the same level. At least this level here would have been primary level to watch out and partial out, and then continue all the way significantly lower. So if we had looked at this point, that would have given us a nice 1 to 9, but the market went on to deliver, I think, about a 1 to 12, 1 to 13, in just one single move, 1 to 13. Okay, so it's that's what it is. This is a strong down move. When the market pulls back, we want to see how the market will react at those zones up there, and then we'll see how we can catch something along the way. But you know what I do? I never force a trade. I prefer the market goes away without me than trying to force a trade, because I know one thing for certain is that every single day, every single time, there's always a setup to find. Okay, there's always a trade setup you'll find. If you have the patience to go around all the time from you, all the currency pairs, you definitely find something. That's why I never ever force my trades. Okay, so that's the much we'd have for now. If there are any questions, we'll take them. If not, we would close the session. But on Sunday, we'll be having our trading room session. Trading room will be coming up Sunday, 10 p.m. Now in trading room, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be looking at every single currency pair available, all of them as many as we can deal with and as many as will be requested. We'll look at them. We'll see how we find and place our trades. We'll go over our entire trading system, and then we'll see how we get ready for the next trading week. Okay. So this is where I'm gonna have to leave you and love you. Wishing you a beautiful day. Feel free to drop your questions into the chat box, or if you're on Discord, drop it in our Discord channels, and we'll be more than delighted to get back to you. All right, it's FX Panzy, and definitely I'm out of here.
Thank you, boss. Thank you very much.
All right, bro. You're welcome.